right, this is an entity that's engaged in surveillance in the bathroom. He's in engineer light right now. The fake sun is over the venue, and the entity is maintaining amplified noise in the bathroom. This is crossing path, knowledge of where I'm at. This is a psychopath that's intentionally looking away too. She's a homosexual, actually monitoring a woman's vagina. But the entity is engaged in this, and this is on behalf of same police that you see stalking outside, the same police that you've seen flying in circles over the library. Doing so while they're keeping my vagina inside of the bathroom under surveillance. The reality is that toilets flushing in either of these bathrooms is not going to cause impact through the walls. This is what an entity is doing, surrounding me with noise in the engineered environment in the building under the fake sun while they engage in surveillance in the bathroom. And this is conspicuous surveillance pursuant to my genitalia, which he's silenced by use of the device on behalf of Michael Dorsey. Michael Dorsey, that's stalking by helicopter over the library. And this is the entity that's engaged in psychological torture and an unlawful threat while they're gang stalking you in your face. You're looking at the stalker while you're going to disrobe in the bathroom with knowledge that they're keeping your genitalia under surveillance. This is a psychopath. Okay, this is P.O.C. and they're all engaging in that together. Now, after 5 p.m., and they do it, you see the kids, they're gang stalking, and they're literally monitoring the vagina. The entity is engaged in that POC together, but this is the entity that's doing so while they're pacing in the hallway, pacing together, pacing on Sierra Avenue, the same Sierra and Spring Avenue where the fake sun's over, as I'm documenting, at 8:30 in the morning. And this is, again, crossing in the path, blocking the path, making sure that you don't get to the bathroom without somebody being in the path, doing so by coming up and down the stairs, doing so by coming off the elevator, walking in the hallway. And stalking is committed by being in front of you, going into the male restroom where they're engaging in what is surveillance. Just being there present. All right, that's POC. This is mental illness. Alrighty, and you are actually going to deport them out of the country. And Mr. Trump is not incorrect calling immigrants sex offenders, calling them those that are criminals, that are a threat to the public. Regardless of what he is inspired by, it's a fact in California, and that is categorical. Okay, they're engaging in the criminal elements of monitoring. This is the same library where you saw the engineer light all over the wall, and everybody's looking like they're all studying. These are psychopaths and vagina monitors. It's POC. All right, it's currently 12:42 p.m. This is Lisa Hazen. Okay. This is stalking in the path while they're talking to each other. They're gang stalking me. Remember the light that's flying all around the desk? This is POC. Stalking in the path. Okay, this is the pattern of conduct. And these are the mentally ill. And remember the light activity on the bus while I'm here, and the entity's gang stalking. So this is what it looks like and behaves like while it's engaged in surveillance all day long, and it are a bunch of demons. POC, that's vagina monitoring, 12:42 p.m. This is Lisa Hazen. That's a so-called manager. This is San Bernardino County. And Lisa Hazen is a female that's engaged in what is sexually violating and facilitating sexual violence of another woman in a library that has this light activity, which is impossible light activity, speaking to surveillance. Okay, surveillance that is underway by everybody, and standing in my path is an unlawful threat, keeping my genitalia under surveillance, harassing with amplified noise in the bathroom while you're tracking my steps and monitoring me in that private space. All right, it is very much important to know that Lisa Hazen is engaged in this pattern of conduct. This is POC.